Do you want to have an Airbnb that doesn't suck? Well, we've got a bunch of ideas to help you avoid that. Hi, I'm David Orcutt with Winston Properties. Having a short-term rental is a great idea. Many people get into it because they love the idea of the investment, or they like decorating houses, or they just like being a host and letting people know the great town that they're in and things like that. But there's a lot of mistakes you can make. We were lucky and worked with Hosted Homes by Ginger, and she helped us avoid a lot of those mistakes with huge checklists of things to do. So today we have 30 things that you may not have thought of that help make your B&B successful, especially a high quality Airbnb like we have here on Lake Granbury. Key number one item, you have to have a sign or great directions to get where you're going. We have a hidden driveway here, so we needed the sign to make sure people knew they were at the right location. Number two, you have to have a lot of parking. For our Airbnb, we have room for at least 6 cars. Plus we needed a backup area to get down our long driveway. Number three is you got to manage your keys or have easy entry. So here we give people their 4-digit code for our Yale lock so they can get right on in. They punch in the code, the door unlocks automatically and they're in. But you also need a backup key nearby if you're at a property like this. In case they can't get the lock to work, they have a way to get in with a key. Next, as people come into the house, you want to make sure there is light on waiting for them. For us, we chose to use our dry bar with all the light there to leave on all the time, which will light up the living area when they come in. For number 5, you got to write the book. The book tells the guests what they can do, what they can't do, all their resources. Key thing is to have your Wi-Fi in there. It's great to have a QR code so they can scan it and get the Wi-Fi information loaded automatically. Don't forget, this is going to take you a while to put together. We have tons of restaurants, things to do, all those resources that people would like to have, and the knowledge that you have about your town, real good and handy. So make sure you have a good book. Next is you want to make sure you have extra linens. For many high quality Airbnbs or large Airbnbs, they might have extra beds. For instance, we have a pull-out bed for a sofa, we have an extra set of futons, and we have found out that many of our guests like to take linens down to the game room and let their kids sleep in there, so they're taking all kinds of stuff out. So they need to know where the linens are. That needs to be either to be obvious or to be in that book. Another thing that we found is, have you ever gone to an Airbnb and had to put your luggage on the floor? Well, a nice Airbnb is not going to do that. So we're going to give you places in every closet where you can put your luggage, where you don't have to get down on the floor to get to your stuff. As we keep going, you want to make sure you have lots of bath towels. People don't like to feel like they've got to use an older wet towel, especially in a high-end Airbnb. And then if they're going to be there a while, they're going to want makeup towels. So we have plenty of both of those on this side and on this side for the other family member. And if you're on the lake or you have a pool or a spa, you want to make sure you provide a lot of beach towels. Number 12, as people get into your kitchen, you want to make things easy for them to find. You can do labels, you can do where things are obvious, or you can go with glass and let them find things that way. And make sure you have a full set of housewares, full set of silverware. Also, a high-end place would provide purified water. We chose to do it by the sink. Many people do it through the refrigerator. Then most people would like to have their own coffee, so we provide a Keurig so they don't have to start a coffee machine, but they can just get the kind of things they need. A lot of different varieties of coffee in here. If you're charging $400 a night, you don't want people to have to bring their own K-cups. You just want to provide it. And then we also provide a lot of other small appliances they might use if they're going to be here for a week. Number 15, you want great technology and entertainment for your Airbnb clients. So big TV, we even have a bigger one in the game room, but you want high-speed internet, you want movie channels. We chose to make sure we used Hulu so that it was just one remote and people didn't have to find different remotes, especially because in this Airbnb we have 5 different TVs. Any high-end Airbnb needs to have great bedding. We chose to have a king bed in the new room we built. We have queens in the other 2 bedrooms. We also have a twin over full bunk bed for the kids and a futon. Our hostess, Ginger, recommended Zinus mattresses. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right, Zinus, and we've gotten great reviews on those. And then get somebody who knows how to do a good job to do the full set of bedding and pillows to really make the place pop. You want to have a lot of beds so you have options to have more people stay here, which gives you a higher charge. Number 18, you want to have a place that's well appointed with nice decor. Many low-end Airbnbs do not necessarily have a lot on the walls or much decoration at all, but a high-end one, people expect it to feel like a well-decorated, nice place. But you don't want too much clutter because they don't want to live with somebody else's stuff and have that in the way. So be careful and make that a good balance. Number 19, charging stations by the bed. Number 20, definitely want extra paper products. 21, high-end shampoos. 22, smart thermostat so you can control it from afar when people aren't there. Number 23, you want to label confusing switches. Number 24, you need all your safety tools, fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, CO2 detectors. Number 25, you want to have any fans that are near kids caged up. Also, don't forget to lock up your technology. Number 27, don't forget you need to dedicate space locked up for your cleaning supplies. If it's a bigger house, you might need a lot more storage space. Number 28, you want a high capacity washer and dryer to make things easier on your cleaning crew. Number 29, you want to make a list of anything that's unusual that you need disclaimers for on your property. For this property, it's an acre. It has some unimproved areas. We warn people to stay out of those. We are on a cliff, so we talk about that. We have a metal railing going down to the boat dock, and it gets hot in the summer, so we warn people about that. So that's another use of that guest book that you put together. And then number 30 at the end, the final book, is the comment book. We left a book for people to leave comments about our Airbnb, and we love to hear where they're from and see all that. So we've gotten a lot of great ones so far. And a bonus pro tip, you want to make your Airbnb memorable, and you can do that all kinds of ways. I've seen people have a Western scene painted on the wall with a saddle in front of it that people could pose on. I've seen bright neon signs that people could do Instagram-worthy shots on. We didn't have to really focus on that here because we have a lake and we have a beautiful property, so people can find their own places that they want to shine on Instagram at this property. But that makes it a lot more fun and makes people look for your Airbnb as they're looking to go to a new town. Well, I hope those 30 ideas would be useful to you if you're looking to build your own high-end Airbnb. Short-term rentals are a great option as you do investment property. If you're interested in that here in Granbury area, please let me know. I'd love to help you find a property and point you to the people who can help you out with it. I'm David Orcutt with Winston Properties. Oh, and be sure you hit like and subscribe.